On Groundhog Day, our old friend the groundhog will emerge from hibernation and make a prediction about whether winter will bring more freezing weather this year. Folklore has it that if the groundhog sees his shadow, he will go back into hibernation and the freezing weather will continue for a few more weeks. If not, warmer temperatures are on the horizon. The ground squirrel, formerly known as Marmota Monax, is colloquially known as the woodchuck. The names woodchuck, marmot, beaver, whistler, and even whistlepig are all used to refer to the same species. Groundhog Day 2024. Date, history, significance and all you need to know. REUTERS. Whatever its name, there is a strong belief that this small, burrowing mammal has a special connection to the second day of February and can predict the weather. In many places in the US and Canada, Groundhog Day is celebrated with an emphasis on ceremonial proclamations and good humor. Scroll down to learn more about this occasion. Also read. World Wetlands Day 2024. Date, history and significance. Catch the complete coverage of Budget 2024 only on HT. Explore now. Groundhog Day 2024 Date and history. Groundhog Day, which is celebrated every year on the 2nd of February, has its origins in ancient European customs, particularly those associated with Candlemas. On the 2nd of February, Christians celebrated Candlemas, a festival that fell between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It was believed throughout Europe that if Candlemas Day happened to be sunny, there would be 6 more weeks of winter. This custom was brought to the USA by German immigrants, where it coexisted with various cultural customs. The most famous Groundhog Day event takes place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, and is associated with the current version of the holiday. It is said that if a groundhog comes out of his burrow on the 2nd of February and sees his shadow because the weather is clear, he will go back into his burrow, signifying 6 more weeks of winter. If the weather is cloudy and he cannot see his shadow, he will remain outside, indicating an early spring. Punxsutawney Phil is the most famous groundhog in the United States and has been predicting the weather since the late 1800s. Thanks in part to Bill Murray's 1993 comedy Groundhog Day, which further popularized the occasion. The annual Groundhog Day celebration in Punxsutawney attracts thousands of tourists and has become an iconic event in American culture. Groundhog Day significance. Groundhog Day is an important traditional celebration rooted in weather forecasting and mythology. It marks the halfway point between the spring equinox and the winter solstice. A groundhog is said to return to its burrow on this day, meaning 6 more weeks of winter, if it emerges from its burrow on this day and notices its shadow because the weather is clear. On the other hand, if the weather is cloudy and he cannot see his shadow, he will stay outside, indicating an early spring.